Hello, everyone. This is Joe Freyaldenhoven, and I want to welcome you to part one of all about the SuperNet. And we're going to get started. First thing I want to say is that each of these videos are going to be pretty short because most of us are very busy, and more than 5 or 10 minutes, we don't have time to listen to it. And there's going to be one each week as promised. And today I'm going to go into more of the bigger picture and the concepts of why you need to create a SuperNet. And basically, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. The internet marketing has drastically changed from even 6 months ago. Some of the factors is the PayPal is pulled out of the digital product market. Payza, some people are reluctant to use Payza because of some past experiences with them. Bitcoin is coming on. A lot of people don't understand Bitcoin, and so there's reluctance to use it. And then generally the economies of the world in one country or another is also a factor. Put all this together, and what you have is you have a major change in internet marketing that has occurred. And what I've come up with is that what will work is what I call a SuperNet. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go to screen share, and we're going to share screen, and now I'm going to go to a whiteboard here, and kind of an outline of today's video. We're going to get involved week to week in the creating of a SuperNet. And today we're going to discuss first the concepts, then we'll get into the methods and the how-tos down the road. And we'll talk a little bit today on the types of leads and the resources. And finally, today we'll end up with the tip of the day. So what I'm going to do is, right now, I'm going to go to page 2 here. And I'm just going to very roughly see if I can find something to draw with. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of my SuperNet there. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning how to bring in lots of leads from all over the place, and that's a secret, and that's always going to be secret, is how is getting these leads into this SuperNet. And what makes the SuperNet a little different is how we handle those leads. as the traditional marketing strategy was 10 years ago anyway, and up until recently, was to pinpoint your leads, your pay-per-click or whatever advertising your method. Email marketing was the subject line, was trying to pinpoint your leads. Well, the SuperNet, it's turned that upside down. The SuperNet uses subject lines that will appeal to everybody, and so that you capture a lot of leads. And of course, you're going to get a lot of tire kickers. You're going to get a few beginners, and you're going to get what you've always been searching for. You're going to get those marketers, those that are ready to spend some money, buy your products. You're going to get mostly tire kickers, the next beginners, and finally the fewest will be those marketers. And that's what the SuperNet is going to do. And the concept we're going to start with is email marketing. So I'm going to go back up now. We're going to create lead capture pages that basically appeal to a lot more people than you can imagine, using a specifically written subject lines. And then we're going to take those leads and we're going to handle them a little bit different. So I'm going to go a couple of pages down show you just a little bit. What we're going to be doing is we're going to have a draw, if you want here, a big bucket. And all those leads are in there all over the place. And what we're going to do is down the bucket is we're going to put a little spigot on there, and we're going to pull off the tire kickers. But this time we're not going to throw those tire kickers away. We're going to appeal to those tire kickers. What we're going to do to those tire kickers is we're going to offer a series of free tools. And everybody likes free tools, and everybody's going to be exposed to this, but most especially tire kickers are going to be exposed to these free tools. Now, down a little farther, we're going to put another spigot, and we're going to pull off the beginners. And the beginners, we're going to expose them to some products that they can spend very little money and start to earn a little bit of income. And then down at the bottom, we're going to have another spigot, and that's where we're going to pull off those marketers. Now, what makes the SuperNet a little different is it's going to take a little more time for you to understand it and to set it up. But once you set it up, it's going to work on autopilot, because I will, as you go along, I am creating SuperNets for you that you can use, and they will begin immediately to start to separate out the tire kickers from the beginners, from the marketers, and you will start to see results as from the day you start to use the SuperNet capture pages. So I'm going to go back up now. So the concept is the concept is we need to use a bigger net, which I call the SuperNet, lead capture pages that basically appeal to a broader scope of people. And in that scope of people will be tire kickers, as always, beginners, and marketers. And we will handle each one of those a little bit differently. And that'll be what the videos will go one step at a time into detail on how we're going to create the SuperNet and how we're going to use it. And then we're going to get into the different kind of resources that I will make available to you, traffic and leads resources, income producing resources, and other resources as we go along. And so but what we're going to do is, because you can't be in a big hurry to get going with this, because you've got to get the basics and the concepts down first. So today the concept is we need to create and use a SuperNet which uses a wide appeal lead capture page with a wide appeal subject line. And so really that's it for today. Is I just want to get you clued into where we're going. And if you are not a member of TeamEliteHomeBusinesses.com, you need to go ahead and get your free SuperNet membership. That'll be a link in the email I sent you. Also under this video, if you're looking at it from YouTube. And finally, the tip of the day, the subject line will be, if you're using email marketing or Facebook or anything, the first line that they see will be the most important part of the whole process. That line has to appeal to the reader of the person you're trying to get as a lead. And it has to have a universal appeal. That's the secret right there. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop sharing bring it back to the broadcast here. So we're going to be going into detail as we go along now into the concept of building the SuperNet, concept of how we're going to differentiate the leads and market to each one of them, the tire kickers, the beginners, and the marketers. And the tip of the day is the subject line, the line that they see, whether it's on social media or email marketing or wherever, blogs, wherever, that is the most important. It has to have universal appeal. That's what we're going to be. Now, next week, we're going to go into step 2. And remember, there's going to be some subsequent videos, which will go into details for how we're going to handle the beginners, how we're going to handle the tire kickers, and how we're going to handle the marketers. So I'm very excited. It works very well. But like I said, I don't want to just start you today and throw you into it because you'll get confused, because it's very simple, but it is a set of logical steps. I'm going to take it one step at a time. Today, I just want to introduce you to the first and the basic step of what we're going to be doing. So thank you very much.